Hello, what's up everybody? How is it going? Welcome to another video of tutorial series Learning Laravel from Scratch. I'm your host Anwar Ali and I'm here today with a new topic, and the topic is integrating an admin panel with your Laravel system. In the last video we learned how to use layout, how to integrate views with the layout, but I got some suggestions from my friends and colleagues that I should have integrated a real let's say template with our Laravel system so that people get a nice concept on how to use Laravel or how to integrate templates into the system or the project. So what I've decided is, while working on admin panel, I would like to use the template, an admin panel template, which we generally do. So I've got one template over here, which is admin lte.io. So this is something that I usually use when I work on admin, and this is really famous and has lots of functionalities being a free template. So I can just download this. You should not take much time, so just go to adminlte.io and just download the zip file. Okay, save it. Besides that, I need to open my amps, so let me open it. Also my Sublime text. So this was the folder that we were working last time. Let me close all the files. Okay, let's see what we've done till today. So whenever we open our project inside public, we see that we had done some of the test and about, maybe, right, last time. So we created two different we had created two different URLs in the route. One was test and another was about, and we had integrated the same common header and footer in both the pages, but this was not that much explanatory for people on how to use templates and use the common header and footer that the template provides. So today I will be demonstrating you that after we go to admin panel, for example 1 2 3 4 5 6 login, so it was info at Kodiary.com, 1 2 3 4 5 6, enter. So what was it? Info at Kodiary, Kodiary.com, and 1 2 3 4 5 6. Maybe I forgot it. Let me just quickly register then. My name is Anwar Ali. My email is info@Kodiary.com, and password is 1 2 3 4 5 6. Confirm password 1 2 3 4 5 6 and register. Here we go. So this is our dashboard. Now what I want to do is, since this is a separate panel or admin panel, let's say, where we reach after we log in, I would like to use a separate template that we just downloaded, that is admin LTE template. I would like to integrate that template in this panel. So I think we have all downloaded it. Just let me open it. So here we go. So this is our template. Let me just quickly show you how it looks like. So if I go to index.html, so this is something that it looks like. So everything is there. There are graphs, there are various types of panels, there are calendars, there are listings, and there are various versions of the dashboard you can use. There are form elements. For example, let's see general elements. We have all the forms, different types of form designed for us. We can just use the classes and we are ready to go. So let us just integrate the dashboard first of all. So our dashboard, this is our dashboard. So after we log in, instead of having a simple dashboard like this, I want to have a dashboard that looks like this. Let me show you. Looks like this, right? So this is something that I want to have after I log in. So what I want to do is I want to create a layout that includes all these HTML. But for these HTML to work, we can see some of the folders over here, uh, which contains JavaScript, CSS, images, and lots of stuffs that the template is using. So what we can do is we can just copy these folders and place to our public folders as discussed last time. If you remember, I had mentioned to you that all our JS, CSS images that we use in our website should be placed inside public folder, right? So this folder I don't think we need to copy, because these are the examples of other pages. They are just sample pages that we can reuse. So the main page that we need to use, main folders that we need to copy is plugins, maybe dist and build, okay, except index. So these three folders I need to place inside my public folder. So let's go to public folder, SSD, application, amps, www, and my project is project project. This is my folder, and I need to get inside public folder and place these directories over here. So this is the first step that we need to do, that and it is copying all the necessary files that is required for the template, and that or let's say all those JS and CSS files that my template is using. I need to copy all those folders and place it inside my public folder. That's what I've done. Secondly, what I need to do is get inside downloads, and this is my folder. So this is the page that I want to clone or I want to use in my layout. So it is index.html. I'll just grab it, and let's say I would like to show it inside my Sublime. This is not going to work, so you can just open this and grab it over here. So my design is inside my index.html, and I need to create a layout that uses exactly the same layout. And what I want to do today is I want to make this sidebar and maybe this header consistent throughout my admin panel. So the only thing that will be changing in my admin panel will be this section, right? So my sidebar will remain the same, my header will remain the same, and the only thing that will be changing will be my main body. So this is what I want to do in this tutorial. So firstly we need to create a layout for that, and my layout would be inside views folder, layouts folder. I need to create a new template, and I would like to call it maybe admin.blade.php. Now first thing that we need to do is I need to copy each and every code that this index.html has and place it inside my admin layout. So this thing. Secondly, I need to change the URL, since this, you can see, since it was a downloaded template, it is using some relative URL. I need to change this to absolute URL, that is starting from http localhost project public and then dist css admin ltmin.css. So there are lots of CSS and JavaScripts that is being used, where I need to place my absolute URL instead of this relative URL. So if you see in our existing layouts, for example in app.blade.php, you can see that it is using a function called asset for the script. So this is the function that actually gives us the location till the public folder. Okay, so this asset is a function that gives us the URL till the public folder, and whatever we pass in as argument inside asset function, it will be appended to our base URL. For example, if we want, so this function will generate localhost public project js app.js. so this is what it is going to produce. So we will be using the exactly same function. Copy this in each and every link and JS that we have in this project. So let me just copy this, and instead of JS and app, I'll just place this. Okay, I'll just place this, and I will do this for each and every link and scripts which is using relative path, like it's not this one, because this is already absolute URL, and this is some kind of CDN that is being used in this project. So I don't want to change these absolute URL, but only these. Okay, so let me show you one or two, and I'll just copy them. So this is the function that we need to place it for each and every relative URLs, and just need to pass the path like this, and we are done. And let me just quickly do it for each and every link and scripts and get back to you again. Okay, welcome back. I have modified all the URLs, necessary URLs. So I've modified the links this way, and I've modified the scripts, and finally I have also modified the images. So if you search for img, you can see that I have modified all the src of the images with the URLs. So I hope you have done the same. So once we are ready with this, what we need to do is we need to separate our layout with those things that are common in each and every page, and with the thing that we need to separate. So this part should be loading from the view, and this part should be loading from the layout, right? So even the footer and this body should be I mean the footer, the sidebar, and the header should be our layout, and from here to here should be our view, right? So we need to separate the view from the layout. So in order to do that, we can just make an inspect and see. So if we go and inspect the dashboard, we can see if you go to content wrapper, this is the div that contains the entire content of the main body that is being loaded from the view. So we need to separate this content wrapper from the main layout. We can copy the entire, or maybe cut the entire content which is inside content wrapper and place it inside view. So our layout should have everything that is on top till content wrapper, and if you go, the ending should also be there in the layout. From here to the till the end should be inside layout, and everything that is inside content wrapper should be the content of the view. So let us find for the content wrapper. So control F, content dash wrapper. So this is the part that we should load from the view. So let me just quickly search for this, maybe from here till, which was in line number 484. So let me search for its end. Its end is over here, right? So content wrapper ends here. So I need to copy entire scripts which is inside the content wrapper, not till content wrapper, but which is inside or within the content wrapper. I should copy each and every those, not copy, actually cut. So 484 from here to 484, which is till here, right? So my content wrapper, okay, I missed something. So my content wrapper is now blank. Here what I need to do is I need to yield the content. So I need to call a function called yield that will load the section called content, save it, and I need to place this content that I just made a cut, and I should place it inside the view that is being loaded. So if you go to the URL localhost slash public no, project slash let's say public, and after we log in, it will take me to the home. So my admin panel is slash home, right? So if you go to home in the routes, you can see that home means home controller index function. So this is the URL that I get into after I log in, right? So my home controller index function. So if I go to home controller, which is inside app http controllers home controller, you can see in index function it is loading a view called home. So let me search for a view called home, which is here, right? So this is the section content that I need to replace. Okay, so I will just place whatever I just made a cut from the layout. Okay, so I placed it inside my home.blade, and now instead of extending the app layout, I should extend the admin layout, right? So my admin layout inside my layouts folder, which is this, and the name of my layout is admin, which is this. So now if you refresh the URL, home URL, you will see that it is loading everything that is from let's say our new template. But I can see that is we've got some error, that is the spelling of yield is not correct, Y-I-E-L-D or Y-E-I-L-D. Let me check. So inside my admin blade it should be Y-E-I-L-D, yield. Well, now let me refresh. Oh, it should be Y-I-E-L-D, not Y-E-I, Y-I-E-L-D, yield. And refresh this. Now you can see that our content is exactly same as this, right? So we have cloned our template into our system. Now let's say we have another function in home controller that says, let's say, test, public function test, and this will just return a view, and let's say it is test home. Okay, so I'm creating a view called test home inside my home controller. Inside my test function of home controller. So I need to create a view called test home. So let me just quickly create a view called test home.php and write something here. Let's say this is test home page, and it should also extend the layout called admin layout, which we have done here in home. So this part should be the same in my test home. I'm extending the layout called admin, and my section should end over here. So end section. Now let me try to write the routes for this URL, which is home controller test, and my home controller test is my routes folder is here. So just like my home, I'll create another URL and let's call it test home, and the function is test of home controller, and let me just give a name of the route as test home. Now let me try to refresh this and type in test home. Again, I made some mistake somewhere. Extends layouts.admin section content. This is test home page and end section. So what was the mistake? Test home extends layouts admin, and this is test home page. I think nothing is wrong. Okay, the mistake here is we have missed the blade.php, so it should not be test home.php, it should be test home.blade.php. all right, so now let me try to refresh this. Now we can see this is test home page, we have got that, and our sidebar, our header, and my footer is exactly the same. So this is how we integrate a template into our system, and I hope that was useful to you guys. And let me just show you one last thing before we end today. In our previous template we had an option for logout, so why don't we just try to do the same for this. So let us just create a folder called logout over here inside labels. So let me search for labels inside my layout, so which is my admin.blade.php. let me just search for labels labels. Is it somewhere? No. Is it LE? It is here. So labels labels is here. So instead of having these three items, let me just have one and call it logout. Okay, let me just refresh this and let's see if we got that. Yes, we have got the label here, Now the label is inside anchor, and let me just quickly grab the code for the logout, which we already have had in app.blade.php, but since we are not using this template anymore, I just need to copy the code for the logout, so which is over here. See, so this is the code for the logout. Let me just copy it. This is the anchor, and it is also using a form, so you can see whenever the logout anchor is being clicked, it is asking the logout form to be submitted, which is over here. So I need to copy both of these codes, copy, and place it inside my, let's say, admin blade, and we have logout over here. So let me just place it over here for now, and I will just adjust it. So this is our anchor, and the anchor should have a class called navlink. So let me just copy the class and place it over here. So this should be my class. My href is this, and inside the anchor I also need to have, did I make a mistake? Let me just check quickly. So my labels here, so this is the anchor I need to work on. So let me just paste it. Let me copy it again. So copy this and paste it just before the anchor, and this is the anchor with the class navlink. I need to have a class called navlink over here instead of drop down, and I need to have an I tag just before the text logout. So my I tag should be here, and let me just remove this now. Let's see if it works now. Refresh this, test home, okay, and logout is here, and once I click on logout, it is logging me out. Perfect. So let me just log in again. So info@kodiary.com and 123456 login, and it is logging me in again. So now maybe while working further on the system, we can use this template. We'll just remove these unnecessary links and have our links that we need. We have logout already implemented. We'll remove all these and just have news, maybe categories and logout and some settings, something like that. We'll just remove the unnecessary contents, and I think that is it for today, and I hope you have understood how to integrate a template into a Laravel project. And if you find this video helpful, don't forget to rate the video, click on subscribe button, like the video, share the video, and if you have any confusions, don't forget to mention it in the comment, and I'll try my best to address to your question. And if you have any confusions, or if you find any trouble in following my videos, I also have pushed the entire code to a Git repository, which is in the description below. You can just clone the system and try to see how we have done that. So that's it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow again with a new video. Till then, have a nice time. Goodbye.